Okay. I will allow you to make me a survival check with advantage.
Come on.
Can I lean forward and just put my hand on Lex's shoulder and cast guidance?
Nice.
100%. Which I believe is a D4 as well, isn't it?
A D4.
Yeah.
So, with my +6 for survival, a 3 on the dice, the D4 for guidance,
Oh,
that's
okay.
plus 9, plus a natural 20.
Oh, wow. Held that away, didn't you?
So what? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 93, would you believe it or not, of Malt and Magic. We have a special guest joining us tonight, so I'm going to get through this recap really quickly, and then we're going to go to our little cast view, do our lineups, and hopefully, at least attempt to play some Dungeons and Dragons tonight. So, previously on Malt and Magic, Lex and Jewel awoke to find themselves stranded in unfamiliar mountains, along with Lex's brother Silas, and meandered through some forests and along mountain paths for a short period, and during a long rest, Silas even secretly departed overnight, but left behind a heartfelt farewell. So grappling with this loss, the party pressed on, discovering unsettling signs of strange magical corruption, including a dwarven corpse bearing a cryptic, ominous message. And after narrowly surviving dangerous terrain and strange encounters, there was a shared moments of deepened trust and determination as they defeated the Drow Giant. Don't put those two words together ever, folks. Drow Giant, and continued on their journey. But just as they then sought shelter or sought to get away from the battle that had just been had, an unknown figure approached them, forcing them, or at least forcing Jewel into hiding. So the question now remains, who or what is this newcomer, and what lies deep within the mountains? As per usual, my friends, this is an adult stream. There will be adult language and adult humour. Full content warnings will be available when the episode goes live and on podcast, or live on VOD, I should say. And with that being said, let's roll. Hey,
Hello.
go. New face. Everybody be excited. Everybody be excited. And with that being said, we're going to go into our lineup really fucking quickly. Starts with me to go on, folks.
Yep.
Starts with me to go on. There we go. Yes, lineup. I am Matt. I'm your Dungeon Master for this evening. For once, not playing any sidekick characters.
Not yet.
We'll change that. We're going to find a rock, and you're going to RP it.
I'm going to call it Jeff.
Jeff the Rock. Brilliant.
My name is Jeff.
I am Dave, and I am playing Jewel of Shadows, the female Tabaxi rogue who's looking out for a rock called Jeff.
Hello, I'm Danny, and I play Lex Ordo, your favourite UNT sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Steve, and I'm playing nobody yet, but I'm sure we'll find that out in the very near future.
Jeff the Rock.
Imagine
Sorry.
if you weren't playing the character, you were just here. You were just sat here for a laugh, just watching.
Well, I know.
Just haggling on stream.
It's disappeared from the bottom, so I assumed there was some kind of sense of mystery here. Or
There
disappointment,
was,
as many
indeed.
people would call it.
each to their own. So yes, of course. Last time we had our fight with the Drow Giants as we made our way, or were trying to find the entrance to some underground city. Not very successfully, I might add. And so yes, in sort of some moments as you were climbing up the mountains, there was a figure that was sort of watching over you, and then you ascended into the peaks. Camped overnight, found some dwarf skeletons, and then Silas left. You made your way across the mountain range, fought the Drow Giant, and then this figure has approached you. So, with that, with Jewel being hidden, Jewel, I would like you to roll me a stealth check, please. Lex, I can't remember whether you were hiding or not, but if you were, feel free to roll.
I was standing there, and if you remember, I'd looked, and Jewel had gone after she just told me she'd never leave me again. And then I was
Yes.
like, fuck. And then I tried to dive into the nearest bush.
So that is a 27.
So
7.
my stealth with disadvantage is a 5.
Brilliant. So, Steve, remind me of your character's passive perception, please.
23.
Fuck off.
3.
Wow.
So you do not see Jewel.
But I would have recognised there had been 2 of them when I'd spotted them from a distance. Is that
Yes,
reasonable?
indeed. So you saw 2 figures up ahead, then you sort of looked away for a moment and looked back. There's now only 1 figure which then dives off into a bush, and you approach. So as you approach, I would like you to describe what Jewel and Lex see. Jewel from her hidden vantage point and Lex upside down in a gorse bush.
So, what you see is probably reasonably described as an absolute unit, about probably 6'3", maybe a little more. Longish hair and a beard, obviously elven, wearing some very heavy, elaborate engraved armour, with a sword slung across his back. The armour's got a kind of pale, almost like crystalline rime to it in certain places, kind of like almost looks like it's stained in some way. Fairly long stride.
Walking with purpose towards us, I assume?
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably would have noticed the bottom half of somebody disappearing into a hedge, and would probably have walked close enough that it would be possible to converse, but then stopped kind of somewhat pointedly at a, I'm not chasing you in there. If you want to spend your time in a hedge, that's up to you, but sort of stop and just cock his head.
If I recall, we're also next to a dead dwarven body.
Well,
Yes.
there's it's sort of half absorbed into the rock, but yeah, it's it had that piece of parchment that it had. It's a bit fucked up, yeah.
I'm assuming you can see me, right? I don't
Just
do this
about.
very well.
Not brilliantly.
I'll get out of the bush and I'll take all the twigs and berries and what else is out of my jacket and just be like,
You can take your twig and berries out your jacket.
I'm going to take my twig and berries out. Yeah.
I leave.
What do you think of these? Start. Hi, I'm Lex. Sorry about that. I got nervous when I see somebody, and I thought I best hide. And you didn't actually try and chase me into the bush, so I'm assuming we're cool.
We have no reason not to be. What happened to your friend?
Oh, he's been dead a long time. And I'll point at the dwarf in the rock.
Can I roll an insight check, please?
Absolutely. Lex, roll me a deception check.
22.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, yes, you can tell I'm blatantly lying. Yeah,
The misdirection was clear.
yeah.
I then maybe try and spot Jewel?
Okay, make me an active perception check then, please.
31.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
nice.
How many eyes do you have?
Jewel, where are you hidden right now?
Are we just surrounded with tall grass and bushes, or is it rocks
There's
and
bushes, there's rocks you can hide behind. You're on a mountain pass, essentially, so...
there would be a bush growing out sort of at the bottom of a rock outcropping, and likely what this individual would see would probably be two very piercing cat eyes reflecting the sunlight between some leaves, looking straight at you.
Just for a moment, make eye contact and then go back to looking at Lex. If your friend is nervous, then they're welcome to stay there. But I would know their name.
We would know yours.
Well, you've given the game away now.
I again look into the bush with a look of slightly confused derision, and then back at Lex again. My name is Suleiman Orvishanti Eshkobek Zabi. Most people call me Suri.
Do you mind if I do that? Because you lost me after the 5th syllable. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah. Siri.
Suri.
Suri. Okay, my phone just went off then.
This is going to go well.
And I'm assuming you've already seen my actual friend. This is Jewel, and I'm sorry this is not the best first impression we probably wanted to make meeting a stranger on the road, but we've recently not had a good track record with people currently, the trying to kill us, that sort of thing. So we're a little bit paranoid and maybe a little bit defensive, but that's not your fault. I'm sorry.
Jewel will slowly get out from the hiding place, looking far less tattered than Lex did trying to get in behind a bush, and we'll just walk out. Yes, we have been betrayed quite recently, so we are quite wary of other people.
Yeah.
Are you alone?
Yes.
Ooh, do you mind if I just do a scan real quick, and I'll get Cog out of my pocket, and I'll turn it, and then I'll just move him up and
Get
down
this cock out again.
to see if Cog's true sight sees any shadow magic, any weird auras, any illusions, any deception at all.
Okay. Cog does sort of click some words, and the eye fully opens, or the iris fully opens up, and then you are bathed, essentially, Suri, in this strange bronzish type light that just sort of scans down your body. Cog's iris then closes, and he just rolls back into your pocket. Doesn't even warn you about anything. Clearly nothing more.
Oh, that's actually a good sign. There's certain types of magic that are out to get us, and I just wanted to scan your aura real quick, but you must have passed the vibe check.
I'm very pleased. What was that?
Oh, that's my companion Cog. He's a Modron, and he's from parts, I suppose, unknown. He's not from this plane anyway.
Ah. Fair enough. Why are you up here?
Why are you up here?
You beat me to it.
Were you the guy who was watching us on the ridge?
Well, yes, but it wasn't anything weird.
That's what they all say.
Hmm.
There was no threat. It's unusual to see anybody alive up here.
Have you been around here for quite a while then?
No. I I'm taking the long route somewhere.
Oh, so you're not like the guardian of this place or the protector, you're just passing through.
Yes, correct. I'm not the guard of this place. It's done.
Everyone's dead.
Yes,
Apart from
I've
the...
been for a very long time.
Yeah. Have you come across any giant... You're not... just before I say drow or anything derogatory, I will discern he's not drow or the same race as the creature we just killed.
Yeah, so no shadow elf
Good.
heritage from what you can
Good,
see.
good.
You see full elf, very reminiscent of sort of the elves you've met in Triamir. Nothing like Mara, essentially.
Good. Okay. Yeah, we actually just killed like a giant drow shadow elfy type thing. I didn't know if you'd come across any other beasts that we need to be aware of.
Nothing particularly unusual, usual. Typical things for the wild. I did hear a racket, which is why I decided to come and investigate. But
We have a tendency to make a racket.
Yeah, that was
annoyingly.
us.
I keep trying to be quiet, but never works.
If you're a nomad who passes through, is this your first time, or do you do like an annual voyage through here?
there was a nomad. No, I've not been here before.
Where,
Right. Oh.
where are you going if you're not staying here, coming here, or living here?
I'm looking for something.
Good, we are too.
Ooh, maybe it's the same thing. You go first.
I feel that maybe I've told you more about myself than you've told me. Why are you here with a dead dwarf?
The
Oh, he's
dwarf
not
is
actually my
incidental.
friend.
We did
Yeah,
not
yeah.
actually kill them. We found them with a note. What we are here for is
We're
an
looking for an
artifact.
underground city. Yeah, we're looking for an underground city, essentially. I think it's under the mountains, like a
Yes.
drow. Yeah.
You know of
That's
one here?
typically it's where you usually find underground cities.
That's
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Yeah.
as it happens, you speak of Morna Habhari.
Do we?
who's she?
If I think back to the visions that I've had, was there anything that denoted the name of the place?
Welcome to Morna Habhari, population 19,007.
Yeah, did I see like a census or anything? Oh,
Make me a history check, please.
The tourist board is quite active.
yeah. 20. Dirty 20.
Ooh, nice.
You've never heard the name or seen it anywhere, but I will say that something about that name resonates with you specifically, being the holder of 2 pieces of the Codex, I believe.
Ooh. That gets my senses tingling a little bit. That sounds like that could be the place. Are you heading there as well?
I mean, assuming it's the same place, which is a huge hole in the ground full of drow. Yes, there's something there that I think may help me.
Funny coincidence, there's something there that could help us, too. Is yours also like an ancient artifact?
Yes. They're usually the most helpful things. They didn't come out here for tea.
So are you a fellow historian, the same as us? Or are you, what do you want it for? Like a museum?
Now I'm hoping it will help me find something.
Ooh.
Perhaps, do you know the way to the city?
More or less.
Then perhaps we are for now... We have
Travel buddies?
a common goal and could be travel
Yeah.
buddies.
Yeah.
Would welcome some new companions.
What happened to your last ones?
Ooh, good question.
unfortunately decided to die.
They decided to.
I'm going to need some context.
Well, there was a fight, and if we'd won, we'd have survived, and we didn't.
I'm struggling to see the decisions there, but as a fellow person who has died, I wasn't a fan. Not planning on doing it again. So feel free to take that as you will.
Yeah, we've lost our companions. Actually, not they didn't die.
They didn't die. No.
Literally got transported to another place. So I think there will be strength in numbers on the road. Potentially.
We are indeed aware that they are alive, so at least that we don't have in common.
Please,
I think what Jewel meant is our condolences.
And
You're
that.
lost. Yeah. Okay,
it happens.
So if you know where their city is, do you know a lot about the people? Is it the sort of thing where you can just walk in, pretend we're traders or something, and then find what we need to, or is it going to be hostile from the word go?
On the first part of that, could I... I'm not sure what would be an appropriate check there, Matt, in terms of how much I would have picked up in my research.
Let's make either a straight intelligence check, or I will allow a history check if you have proficiency in history.
They are both awful. And that was a nat 1.
Hey!
That one.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I just looked
So
back.
whether I was going to say whether Surrey chooses to reveal it or not, there's not a lot of information there.
I have an indication of the entrance, which is on the southern edge of the mountains.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, all I know is what I've heard, and I have seen it in a vision, but that can be obviously misleading somewhat.
Based on what you've encountered and it being an underground city, I am assuming Drow, and looking at his own ears sort of gesture. Therefore, I'm assuming probably not friendly.
Yeah, is there I mean, they might not be welcoming to outsiders full stop, but is there a specific beef between your kin, should I say?
Probably the wrong person to ask. I spent a very long time away. I think historically there has been friction.
I think also we can find perhaps the Drow have definitely had beef with the dwarfs.
Yeah, we were thinking they'd usurped the dwarfs from the kingdom and took it over. Considering they're all...
No, I do know a little of the history. This is supposedly no man's land. It was a condition to end the war.
Oh, so there was a Dwarven Drow war.
A long time ago, I know little. It was
Right.
taught amongst the soul-rending and other major historical events.
Okay. And have you seen, on your travels through this bit, have you seen any... This is going to sound weird when I say it, but just go with me. Have you seen any tears in reality? And weird, dark tendrils coming through from what seems to be another plane? Or any shadow creatures? Any weird stuff like that?
I feel like I probably would remember. So, no. Although... I've encountered a creature some time ago that maybe had some aspects as you describe, but that was far from here.
Whereabouts was it?
Very far from here. Dead Sea.
Okay.
It's obviously spreading wider than we think. It's everywhere.
We have been told it is everywhere. I could perhaps, if you think it is of use, maybe help you disguise Lex and Suri, was it?
Yes.
Forgive me, my name is Jewel. I have not made my introductions, my apologies.
Things.
I may be able to help you both disguise. Would you like to try this, or we are going to go in with the honesty of who we are? I'm one for really trying to stay in the shadows on this particular stretch of our journey, but, well, what do we think is going to work?
What would we disguise ourselves as? As Drow?
Well, yes, if I can. I have this kit that might be able to help use some local bits and bobs and try and make you both look like, well, yes, Drow. Of some kind. We can try out. You're traveling back on an errand.
My only reticence would be, if they're a tight-knit community, they'd know we don't belong anyway. And would it be worse if we go in as ourselves and we're just met with hostility, which we could overcome, maybe? But if we go in with a deception and they discover that, would that be worse for us?
Well, we have to, I guess, choose one of them and go for it. Or do we go in as ourselves? If that fails completely, we try and hide and then change ourselves.
Well, or interesting conversation to have when you've just met people with self-confessed trust issues. But I look a little closer to a drow than either of you. Maybe a little more. From what I know of their culture, it would not be unusual to arrive with trophies. And if I were to present myself as having travelled from somewhere that may have been cut off from them for a long time and seeking refuge, that would explain why I'm not known to them. But I would still need to be able to pass as a drow.
Are you saying you take us in as effective
Like
false
hostages?
captures?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Essentially.
I can trust you as far as I need to, because I can simply get out of whatever boundings you wish to put on us.
I mean, it could be false manacles, couldn't it? That we could just...
Yes, but what
Easily-
I'm saying is, as
yeah.
much as I can, trust you as far as I can throw you, and she looks up at 6'3" of you and goes, "Yeah."
It's essentially Jack Reacher, but Alan Rickman. Jack
pretty
Reacher. Alan
much, yeah.
Richmond, not Alan Rickman. That's a completely different person. Okay, no.
Oh, no, but I'm completely
I thought you were
rethinking my
combining the
concept
two
now
then.
you've said
I
Alan
was just going
Rickman.
to say.
No.
I mean, I think it's the
Professor
face
Snape
of
and Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
So yes, why don't we try that? I therefore will help you look like a drow, but it will not be in any magical means. So maybe that is even better.
Yeah, just in case they can see through magical deception. Nobody's expecting actual physical prosthetic makeup these days, I wouldn't have thought.
Do you know how far it is to the entrance? It is better if we do it closer to where we're at, but before anyone would see us. So don't have to do it right now. We can get to know each other on the walk.
We have some distance to go. This is not just around the corner.
Then I say we travel and we sort it closer.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going though.
Oh. Ooh. Downhill. That way.
Very good. By your leave, please.
Make me insight checks, both of you, please.
Oh, 11.
Dirty 20.
30-20. As Lex sneezes from the clearly
Thank you.
pollen.
I'm still in a
air
bush,
up
aren't
here
I?
on the mountain.
Still in the bush.
It's just a twig stuck on them. But yeah, Jewel, you kind of get the impression there's something a little bit off about the way that direction was given.
It's also why I want him to go first.
But down makes sense if it's under a mounting, right?
It would make sense. And after, can we still see the road that we were trying to follow?
You're still on.
We're still on it.
Essentially, you were
then,
on like
yeah.
a plateau bit, and then Suri's just walked up the other side of it. Essentially.
Fine. Okay.
As you've
Then
been heading
yeah.
that direction.
Sure. Then it makes sense for us that that's also the right way, even though I'm not 100% sure that it's all compos mentis. So yeah. All right. We'll follow on.
Very good. Suri, make me a survival check, please.
Lex, I'm glad you had Cog. I
I
had
will be
forgotten that
getting
would
rid
be
of
very
that
useful.
dice.
Oh no.
Is that one going in the cook chair?
That jumped straight out the window. So that was a 2 on the dice, but that's a 10 overall.
Okay, so not as catastrophic as it could have been then. I'm assuming then by your direction you're coming off the path and you're going to head down. Because currently the path runs along.
Suri's thinking is reasonably confident that this is. They are heading southeast from where they currently are. Now, the east is the bit that he's a little more in question. Very confident about it being south.
So what, are we walking off the road that we had found? Path.
That's kind of what I'm asking.
Right.
Okay.
Well, because if
So
we've
you're
come
either
up a
going-
path and Suri's come up the other side of the path, it makes sense. The only way to go down is either we'd be backtracking or he'd be backtracking, so it makes no sense for us both to backtrack, so it must be, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then in that
It's
So
not
we're going to the
third
side
road.
of the mountain. Fantastic. With a 10 then, Suri, the minute you step off this path and go to head down, your foot slips as you
Good.
step onto shale once again, as the party found out last week, and begin to slip and slide. And what you see awaiting below you is the corpse of a giant drow. So I'll allow a reaction from the other two to go and grab you, but if not, you're going tumbling down the mountain.
Yeah, I'll try and grab him.
Okay, make me an athletics or acrobatics check, please.
Acrobatics check of 33. I think I was expecting it.
You literally, the minute Suri's foot steps onto that shale and slips, you've got sort of the back, or sort of the cloak there, sort of missing the sword but grabbing the cloak and just holding Suri in place.
And then I'll grab Jules' tail.
No,
Sorry. I'm trying to help. Reel you in.
I get Suri back on a steady footing. Maybe not that exact way. Let's avoid any of the shale. We found out
Straight
that
line.
no. Well, yes, you will definitely get down quickly, and then we will bury you as we need to. Because you'll be dead.
Won't worry a lot, but fine. Thank you.
I really don't think I do worry that often. Do I, Lex, or do I? Maybe I do.
Well, I'm more worried about me getting down, if I'm honest.
Self-preservation, understandable.
Yeah. Jewel, I've seen you go. You can do it. Us two, not so much. Maybe we need to go round and down. The road you just came up, I'm assuming that's the wrong way then.
Well, I came to investigate the enormous amount of noise that you two were making.
You
had
did have to
been-
keep bringing
you
it
saw-
up.
You apparently noticed me on the ridge earlier,
Yes.
Yes.
so I was following that around. I had been approaching from the south, and then I took an unplanned strategic detour to the north.
How can it be
So now I'm
unplanned
heading back.
and strategic at the same time?
because good strategy adapts to the environment. And I was on the wrong side of some mountains.
Okay, yep, that checks out.
Can we do a sense check as to whether going down the side of this mountain is going to help, or whether we do need to keep following the path we were on?
I mean, we can stay on
Make
the
me
path. I
straight
have no objection.
Make me straight intelligence checks.
Ooh,
15.
could I use the 2 other codex pieces maybe that are in my possession to try and hone in on the third one? Those.
Use them as divining rods.
Yes.
Get a bit of copper out, like whoop, 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 whoop. Oh,
So
found water! I found water!
Make me an Arcana check, please.
22.
Ooh.
22. The DC was very high for that one as well, because you've not really tried to use these codex pieces in conjunction with each other. But with a 22, you sort of put them together, and it's not so much a pull, but more of a feeling that from where you are, as you look up one way, the path along the way you've come, and then along the other way from the direction that Suri came from, you get the impression you need to head in the direction that Suri's already come from.
Okay. I'm kind of thinking we need to go back down where you came from to make our way down that way. I can. It's going to sound weird, but I can sense where we need to go. Almost.
Oh, you would have absolutely had to take the codex pieces out for this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm not sure it would be appropriate as a check for that, but obviously these are something that are being used in a way that provides information, and considering what Suri is out to do, just would kind of give it a little bit of a. What are these?
So you notice Lex sort of looks at a ring on one hand and takes out this golden wand, which has got this giant sort of radiant glow on one end, and just sort of holds them out. And I imagine, Lex, you close your eyes or something, but just sort of hold your hands out really awkwardly, and then get that feeling, and then the conversation continues. So, Suri, I will allow you to make me an Arcana check as well.
Thank you. Oh, that's considerably better. 21.
21. You feel the immense power coming off these items. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that these are highly, highly magical. It's almost like they're generating arcane power by themselves.
That is just as well, because I'm not a genius. Doesn't say anything, just kind of blocks them. If you say so.
I
So is that
certainly
actually-
think it would be safer, so let's try that way.
Yeah. So is that actually me leading the way now?
Sure.
Okay. And I'll say to Jewel via message to go behind Suri, so then she can watch him behind me.
You'll get the response, because I think you can respond to that one.
Yep.
Oh, I had already thought of doing so.
Start trudging down the hill.
Good. Excellent stuff. So, you continue walking now along the path that Suri had already wandered up. And you get to a point where it sort of splits into, you can go then down and head back towards the forest, or it does wind up and almost up and back on itself a little bit as well.
What is my spidey sense saying?
Make me another Arcana check, please.
Oh, that one's a 10.
Good. At this point, you sort of... nothing.
It might have been a one-time deal. I can't do it again. But if we're looking for an entrance in the mountain, heading towards the woods would not make sense. So it must loop back up unless you have already been that way.
The entrance is nearer the foot of the mountains, towards the trees. But there may be another way to do this. If we use the old ways.
What's that?
Okay.
the old ways.
Yeah.
One moment. Kind of like pulls his pack off and puts it at his feet and kind of starts rummaging around. Then muttering to himself throughout. And kind of looks up. She goes, "We could use this." And hands you a kind of parchment.
I'll look at it. What does it say?
Well, I don't know what it says, but it's a map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see a clear pictographic depiction of a mountain range and what looks like a gateway called out. Remind me the languages you speak, please, Lex.
I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Modron, Primordial.
You speak a critical language here, for once in your life.
Abyssal, you're welcome.
And around the edge, you can see sort of runes that instantly translate in your head. And it's sort of roughly translated from Abyssal into the common tongue. It reads something along the lines of, "The gate of obsidian and marble lies hidden within the mountains itself. Through trial and test, one may gain entrance to Morna Habhari." And you now then begin to pick up on the little runes that are marked on the map itself, which show you the route to get there.
Is there by any chance a "you are here" on the map?
Not quite.
Turns out we're in a big shopping centre, and
Yeah.
we've just hit one of the information points.
Oh, look, they've got a Woolworths.
Should we get some pick and mix?
That's the
Turns
fucking
out
throwback.
that I can actually read the runes on this map. And as you can imagine, there'll be trials and tests for us to gain entry. The usual blah, 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 blah. But it does actually
What
point
is
the
this,
way.
Kumuryu?
There's always a test. There's always trials. It's never just, here you go. I'd rather have a duel to the death. Oh, actually, no. Scrap that. I do not want that, Matthew. Thank you.
Who the fuck is this Matthew?
It's the god I speak to. He helps narrate my life story. And then...
Are you talking to that map?
Yeah, sorry. And I'll address the group. See here, and I'll read out what it says and translate it, and then I'll be like, these runes actually tell us where to go, so we just need to follow this path. And I'll kind of lay it out, and I'll try to figure out where the path is versus where we are.
I can lend a help action to Lex for finding out where the hell we are.
Okay. I will allow you to make me a survival check with advantage.
Come on.
Can I lean forward and just put my hand on Lex's shoulder and cast guidance?
Nice.
100%. Which I believe is a D4 as well, isn't it?
A D4.
Yeah.
So, with my +6 for survival, a 3 on the dice, the D4 for guidance,
Oh,
that's
okay.
plus 9, plus a natural 20.
Oh, wow. Held that away, didn't you?
So what was that in total then? There was what,
29.
It was at a 33?
29 altogether.
29 total. Okay, very good. So yeah, you immediately sort of start to see the features and match it up, and then sort of see the tree line and.
I think we came in that way.
There.
I've got it. I know exactly where we need to go.
It's going to be back the way we came, isn't it?
Yeah. Turns out we need to go straight down the shales. Just slide down all the way to the bottom.
What you do realise, however, is that there is a fair trek now for you to get there. You are currently, or you were when we last left off, kind of, if you're looking at the Enoweth map, you were kind of above the R of Forest of Havane if you come straight up into the mountain range. So you've still got a fair way to go, because obviously the entrance to Morna Habhari is called out on the map. You've probably got a good 30-mile-ish journey.
Okay. So the fastest way to get there is travel montage. Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely 100%. So with that being said, if we then decide to go on our journey, there will be some rest stops in here. What are we doing on this travel montage then? Any bit of conversation that we need to be having?
Do we need to try and... Are we going to be sussing each other out? There's going to be a lot of that. Is Suri going to be sussing out why we want a particular artifact? Why does he want to go there?
Yeah, Jules also going to be like, is it the same artifact? Because, well, we need it, so, you know, that's going to be awkward if we both want the same thing. Mm-hmm. And also, you know, you did whip out the other two, and so it's like, well, yeah, okay.
It's also trying to suss the other one out without giving anything away yourself, which is going to be just a bit of a stalemate, isn't it?
So role play this out a bit for me.
So
just could be snippets. Doesn't need to be a full thing.
Suri, what artifact are you actually after? Are you like a historian? You said it'll help you find something. What is it you're looking for?
Something that is lost to me, that I believe shares an affinity with the artifact in question. What about you?
Well, I'm trying to determine whether we're after the same artifact, because the one I'm thinking of, or the one we're after, is potentially quite a dark power. Sorry, I'm worried.
We're not looking. It has dark power, but we are not going to use it in any dark form.
No, we do. Actually, we need it for protective purposes. But I don't. If it can help you find what's lost, we may be looking for different things here. Are you looking for like some sort of seeking stone, or are you looking to get to a different plane of existence? Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure of the nature of the artifact itself. I know that when I find it, I will know it. I should recognize the affinity it has with what I seek. But below the mountains, in a Drow stronghold, there could be more than one artifact with less wholesome features.
Yeah. Have you had visions of the artifact?
No.
So you don't know. You don't know what it looks like.
No, it's more of a feel thing. I think the youth in Nylon call it a vibe.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
May I ask? This is quite bold of me to ask. Have the thing that you have lost, is it actually someone, or is it really something?
Well, it is really something. Yeah, I mean, I've lost a lot of people along the way as well. I know where they are. But, no, it's a bow. A very valuable family heirloom that I may not be welcome at home without.
So is it valuable to anyone or to you to get you back to your family?
I would say both.
Okay.
I'm not much of a marksman.
Looks at the sword. Well, yes.
And Suri gives a slight smile, actually. He goes, interesting. You looked at the sword, not the ears. Good.
Why would that matter?
Yeah, what's wrong with your ears?
Elves out in the wild, bow. You know, everyone goes, oh, a ranger. As if we can't be anything else.
I mean, again, the sword and the armor, you do not look particularly ranger, like.
Yeah, I mean, as a snake and a cat, we get what a stereotype is for sure.
Yes, and
Yeah.
so I should have said I have actually grown up around elves in the forest I grew up in. So no, no, well, that is interesting to know. I had not thought of that.
Good. Nice. Stereotypes demean us all.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about this Niling place you speak of. I kind of left as it arrived, if that makes sense. But is that where you're from?
Yes. Somewhat.
Interesting. Did you? Hang on, how can I word this? Was you there after it came back to here, or was you there before it came back to here? You know, in that big old apocalyptic 30-year ago Big Bang.
That's a surprisingly difficult question to answer due to my perspective during that time. But I'm assuming you are both from a little further afield.
From the west.
Yeah. I was originally from far out west, some jungle islands. But 30 years ago when Nyland came back, I actually left. And I've only just come back recently myself.
And I am from Drymere. Still west, but not as far as Lex was. He's so far west it was nearly east.
Yeah. You could probably just go out the right of Nyland and I'd be there, around the back.
By your reckoning, how long was Nyland gone?
Oh, do we know that? We know when it came back 30 years ago.
I only
but let's
know
do
it's
an
been
instant
back
check.
30 years.
So
But it had always been gone as far as I knew.
No, that's a 9. I don't think I do.
No.
Very few people could answer that question.
Yeah. I only know when it came back.
So why do you need this item?
You know,
I'll look at Jewel, because Lex is an oversharer.
Roll me a d10 while you're doing this, please, then, Lex.
Doo-doo-doo. A 1.
Very good. Carrying it.
That's ominous.
Well, you know, we asked about the weird shadows and dark tendrils of bad energy, dark energy. We are trying to take down those who are controlling it. It should not be here. It is disrupting the place. Quite frankly, if it is not common knowledge, it very will be soon. It is really taking over everywhere, from Thaylissa to Drymere and further afield. We are quite simply on a path to try and stop them.
And almost exactly as you say that, Jewel, I need everybody to make me a DC 14 survival check, please. As a distant, low rumble begins to shake the earth beneath your feet.
21.
21?
I've got +6 as well, and I got 13.
13?
17.
Very good. As loose rocks begin to tumble from nearby ledges then, Jewel and Suri, you immediately, as you feel this, think, that is unnatural. It's almost like something stirs below the earth itself. For the ground. To not confuse people with the name of this planet. Lex, you feel the tremors, and you sort of stumble to the ground. But as you're stumbling, you don't feel the unnaturalness of the vibrations.
I will lend a hand to Lex to get him back up. Not that he needs it, but just, politeness. And
Do they have earthquakes here?
And then look up at Suri and go, that was not natural.
Maybe not.
Should we be worried? Do we need to find cover?
I mean, do you go up or down the mountain?
Stop.
Well, as previously mentioned, I'm not a ranger, so I don't know.
I say we just keep a lookout. We don't want to be
Yeah,
crushed by any landslides.
yeah. Okay. So as I keep leading them on the path where the map is taking us, so we're walking and talking. Yeah. So I know it sounds dramatic that we're like trying to save the world and everything, but it's kind of true. So I suppose if I just wanted to be completely honest with you, Suri, if we're looking for the same artifact, obviously we want to call dibs. And if you want it, I just wanted you to know that you probably couldn't have it because we need it. So I want to make sure. Like ours is potentially an amulet with a red gem in it. So if that's your family heirloom, I just wanted to check on that.
Oh, no. It is not the heirloom itself. I believe it was used in empowering the heirloom however many generations ago. I believe it should point
You said you
in
are
the
looking
right
for a
direction.
bow, but the artifact you're searching for may lead you to that bow. Is that right?
I believe that it will give me an indication of where my quarry is.
Okay. Right, just to go completely 4-4 for a second.
Yeah.
Can you remember in campaign 1?
Yeah.
And I had that elven bow that was fucking phenomenal, and then I lost it because of the deck of many things.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what he's looking for?
I was either wondering that, and I also wondered, but he's being nice. Do you know whoever ended up with the blood blade or whatever it was called that Ander also had, the moon blade?
The one that possessed me.
That possessed you. But I know that it was one of the other guys who went completely nuts and evil, but we never sorted him out at the end of the campaign, and I suddenly realised that wondered whether that was Suri. But Jewel will have that information, and also Suri's being really nice, so I don't think it is.
I mean, we can discuss that a little bit more in MMU after this, but to just refresh everybody's memory, the Stillman took the Blood Moon Blade.
Yeah.
You found the Stillman's body. You did not find the Blood Moon Blade.
Okay. Right.
But he's looking for a bow.
it's still out there.
He's looking for a bow, so yes, I think you're much more online, Danny.
He's carrying a blade.
But he is carrying a blade, and that was the problem. I haven't seen the blade, and I have no reason to ask for them to look at the blade.
I'm not. Lex won't know to check for sentient blades. That might be whispering him killers in our ear.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just me deliberately throwing shit at you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
So we'll say
I
as
love
this
how these
conversation
Easter eggs are just for us, and Steve's like, "What the fuck are you
on about?"
Steve's fairly au fait with a lot of this, to be fair.
I like to think that Suri's just standing there patiently, but with a slight kind of look of perplexed concern as this whole conversation plays out through like facial features and maybe like psychic communication. Just.
But actually, if our sorry, Suri, I went off into my own world there. I'm sorry. Back in the room. If the artifact is the same as the one we need, and you just needed to find another thing, then we could just help you do that. And if it's okay, we could then just take it and use it for what we needed it for once you've got what you need it for, if that makes sense.
Yes, that would be agreeable.
Yeah. Okay. We've got a deal.
Shouldn't be too much bother.
We've got an agreement.
And the conversation continues as you continue on your journey. I will say at this point then you travel a fair distance, probably about half the distance you need to, before light starts to go. Whatever sun is behind this relatively thick layer of cloud and this drizzle begins to dip below the horizon. Are we resting for the evening, or are we soldiering on into the night?
Are we still up a mountain, travelling down?
We're still up the mountain.
As it's starting to get darker, I would probably think of soldiering on and then go. Considering what happened last night with us trying to traverse in the dark, is it safer for us to stop and rest up?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Can we start
Either way.
looking for some sort of shelter, half shelter? I don't think we're going to necessarily find a cave this time, but we might get lucky.
Okay. Yeah, make me perception or investigation checks for this one.
Ah, fuck's sake, 15.
4.
I love how you've just said "fuck's sake" for a 15.
It was a 3 on the dice. It's a horrendous roll.
No way.
That's a 24 here. Apparently, I can roll well on flavor checks.
Fantastic. So as you all begin to sort of wander around then, Suri, roll me a d10 as well on top of that then, please. As you do find a
10.
cavern of sorts.
That would be a 1.
Another one.
1. Roll again for me, please.
That would be a 4.
4. Fantastic. When my notes app's not freezing, I'll be able to tell you what that means. So yes, you do manage to sort of find, using your natural dark vision that you have, seeing shades of grey as the light does sort of dip over the horizon fully, but with the cloud cover it fully darkens these mountains. And you begin to wander around, almost aimlessly a bit between the three of you as you try and find some shelter, and then ahead of you, sir, you just sort of see something there, a cave, or similar. You wander into this cave, and immediately, as you're feeling along the walls as well, you feel stone and then something a little bit smoother. And with your... I think everybody's got dark vision here now.
Yeah.
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 So as you all into this cave, you see...
Oh!
You have blind sight. Oh, fucking even better.
Nice.
But you see what looks like a partial fossil embedded into the cave wall. And underneath there is some strange script. Almost looks like it's just been carved or scratched into the wall. Does anybody here speak Draconic?
No.
No. Is it any close to UNT? You know, like when you can go to Spain and you can see ambulancia, and you're like, oh, that's an ambulance. I don't know if that's ambulance in Spanish, but you get what I'm saying.
Polizia would have been a bit easier,
Are the
but...
reptilian languages similar, is what I'm asking. Okay.
So no, you can't decrypt that. But, so you see this sort of fossil of a... Looks somewhat draconic or drake-like. There's no wings, at least from what you can see. But other than that, the cave is empty.
Well, this is marginally better than the last one.
Yeah, I mean, if I was inclined, I'd probably think, oh, there'd be treasure in this cave. Let's go find it. But I don't think we should. You know, dragon cave, hoard, treasure.
Our treasure lies somewhere else in the mountain, so I just say, let's say safe.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
One bit of the wilderness is as dreary as another, so it'll do.
And are we all agreeable for taking watch?
I'm probably able to cover you both for a while.
I mean, yes.
I've heard elves don't sleep very much, actually. Is that true? Or is that a stereotype? I'm sorry.
No, that one is true.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
I also have an often quite aggravating affinity to flute music. That was a joke. I hate it.
Oh.
I didn't know how to respond to that. Quite frankly, I was thinking.
I was about to go, oh, who's your favorite flutist? You know, I didn't have a clue where we were going. I would have been fumbling. I'm not a flute guy. I'm more of a percussion guy.
It's far more of the lute I found. Much more appealing.
I thought you preferred the pink oboe, but maybe not.
Does the colour of the oboe change the sound of the music?
I think it changes.
I think it does. Quite.
Yeah, I think
actually.
it changes the noises that may come out. Yeah, for sure.
As you all
Because I know-
light fire at this...
I think this definitely makes us just much more happy to just be around each other at this point. Much less tense.
Yeah, there's a lot more frivolity in the conversation, but I'll say you do make camp and sort of a small fire deeper into the cave, so it's not reflecting out as much. Because you are well-travelled adventurers at this point, and you know that survival means as little light as possible, so as not to attract anything. Siri, with you taking first watch, then, is there anything specific you would do? And if there isn't, I would like you to make me a perception check, please.
No, I think I would probably try and find. How wide is this cave?
Its entrance, it's probably around a good 8 foot wide, and then goes in for a fair distance, but then sort of narrows down towards the very end.
Reminds me of someone I once knew. So he would probably sit sort of 5 or so feet just within the entrance to take advantage of whatever kind of additional shadow that might give him, but being able to make out anything that were approaching, and would draw his sword and kind of stick it in the ground next to him and kind of just like lean on it and
Talk to
peer
it.
out.
Oh, don't talk to it. Does it have a ruby red blood stone on it? Oh god.
That would really fuck both of you.
What about this? It's just it's my wife.
I will get if
Excellent
it,
stuff.
because I'm not fully 100% wanting to go to sleep in front of a relative stranger. I'll get Cog to keep you company during the watch, because he's got true sight. That's how I'll pitch it, so he can see invisible people coming along.
Good chat.
Yeah, so he just kind of shrugs.
I do say, wake me up whenever you wish to go to sleep.
Before you go. I will say then, Suri, that Cog flutters down sort of next to you, sits on the ground and looks out. There's a moment where Cog just looks up at you, and then turns back and looks out the cave. That is about the extent of your
Look at him and
interaction
just
with
go,
Cog.
greeting, flying nugget.
Yeah, he's the golden snitch.
There's a number of clicks and whirs from Cog, and mechanical sounds. She can't translate, but Cog continues to look out as well. Perception check then, please, sir.
18.
18. Do you begin to look out then through the 4 or so hours that you managed to keep watch? Very little moves. I would say the shadows play with your sort of sight, but as you've got blind sight and you sort of sense more than see, as well as being able to see to a certain distance,
Daredevil.
you pick up on the movement of small critters and some creatures out there. Maybe a wolf stalking its prey. Other than that, very little happens during your watch. There comes a point where you think, probably should get some shut-eye now. Who are you waking up?
Well, I think Jewel had asked me to wake her up, so kind of sheathe the sword, get up, pat Cog on the head, and head over to Jewel, and kind of like crouch down a little distance away. Are you ready?
That weird thing of like out of the darkness because the fire's gone down now. Again, you just see those like, cat's eyes in the dark just light up and look at you. Yes.
And I'm guessing you've probably got really sharp senses as well, haven't you?
Pretty sharp, yeah.
Yeah. So, this is one of those things that I was about to say, and then my brain ran it past me and went, well, this is going to come across wrong. But it is true. You would probably get a sense of a somewhat kind of like salty smell.
Okay. Yeah. Salty, not sweaty.
Potato.
Okay.
Briny.
Yeah.
Not jizzy.
We were all leaving that one alone.
I couldn't not say it.
I could
I've
see
covered
Danny's
something that
face
it
through that
is.
whole bit.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
You've got one thing it does smell like. I'm not telling you all the things it doesn't smell like. Figure that one out.
Just for 6 hours, he's like been furious.
In heavy armour as well.
Ding, 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 ding. I'm like, Cog, what are you doing?
Well,
That's why
Cog
Cog
is
looked
like
up, yeah.
PTSD.
Yeah. He's used Cog as a fleshlight. Oh no.
No wonder Cog's got that 1,000-yard stare. Anyway, moving on.
Yes. I don't think that Jewel, again, not knowing you well enough and really just not knowing the situation, wouldn't really say anything, but would log that. And then say, see or hear anything I should be aware of?
Nothing interesting, though. Just wildlife.
Yeah, I hope mine is as uneventful. Please, get some sleep. We'll go up to a similar place to where Suri was and then turn to Cog and go, keep me company, won't you?
Cog just sort of looks and flutters onto your shoulder and sort of sits there. And you can just hear the whirring as the body just moves like a searchlight.
Jewel absentmindedly starts tinkering, just fiddling with both of her blades, so the dusk dagger and the +1, spinning them on her finger, perfectly balanced, these incredible pieces. She's not watching that; she's looking out, and that's like how it's almost like a fidget toy for her, yeah. But so that she's
Still
also
seeing that
always
name
got one
etched
available
into the handle of the +1 blade as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff.
She does also think about writing a note and then hiding for Lex, but then thinks that's a little mean and doesn't do it.
To say you've gone.
She's like all thinking of the prankster vibe, trying to get back into the fun, times that they've had in the past, and then goes, no, that's a little too soon. I'm not going to do that.
I've got abandonment issues.
Yeah, exactly. It's like not the time to do it. So yeah.
Make me a perception check, please.
14.
14.
Because I don't have advantage. That was annoying.
Almost like. You listen. And you don't see anything, but you begin to hear a series of what sounds like fairly feral howls that echo across cliffs. I would like you to make me a nature check, please.
Oh, wow. 21.
20.
Much better roll.
You grew up in the forests.
Mm-hmm.
You are used to the sound of wolves. Whatever is making these howls is not a wolf.
Does it sound higher or lower pitched? Like, lower pitched would be, she'd think of bigger, dire wolf. Higher pitched would be feral, what am I thinking of? Kobolds and stuff. I'm not thinking of kobolds, am I?
They're almost very discordant when they go up and
Gnolls.
down and all
Gnolls,
over the
sorry.
place. They're very unsettling. Yeah, so it's not the... Because you've come across gnolls as well. It's not that unsettling sort of cackling, giggling sound that hyenas or gnolls make. It's not the true howl of a wolf. It's discordant. The pitch is all over the place as it echoes across the cliffs. And it is unsettling.
Not knowing anything further than that, Jewel starts wondering if it's either abominations of gnolls made by the darkness that we're starting to see creep in now, or secondly, whether it is something which you'd feel slightly more comfortable with. Are these like drow dark wolves that therefore have mutated in such a way she wouldn't really... She'd go like, well, it sounded like a wolf, but wasn't a wolf. So...
What was your nature check result?
21.
21. It doesn't even sound wolf-like.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they are howls, but that's why I say it's unsettling to the point where you can't quite place these things.
Maybe just before first light, she starts getting a little paranoid and is like, "No, werewolves don't exist, do they? Nah, I'll be wrong." But then, like, hunkers up a little close to Cog and can't wait for the for daylight to show.
Excellent. You probably keep watch for a couple of hours and then determine it's time to wake Lex up.
Yeah. We'll go up and gently put a hand on Lex's shoulder. Lex, it's your time.
Anything to report?
Some weird howling. Nothing really close. That was it.
Right. Okay. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Thank you.
And Joe will lay back down to sleep again.
Excellent stuff. Cog flutters and sort of actually perches up on the top of your head, Lex.
Why do you always do that? And I'll get him and put him on my shoulder. How can I have a conversation with you if you're on top of my head?
It is the best vantage point.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I'll put him back on my head, and I will go to like quite close to the mouth of the cave, because hearing the howls, I want to kind of peer over and out a bit more to see if I can see anything, or Cog can see anything.
Okay, make me a perception check, please.
12.
12. It's difficult to see. You are limited to 60 feet worth of dark vision anyway. So you see in these sort of shades of grey. Cog, with his true sight, probably sees a bit further out, but even then you only see shadows. These lean, distant shadows as well. Gaunt type. Look similar in a way to a wolf, but clearly not. But they are significant distance away, and there's about 3 or 4 of them that languidly sort of prowl up a cliffside and then crest over a ridge and disappear.
I'll sort of take solace in the fact that they've kind of gone over the horizon, and I suppose have a bit more of a relaxed rest of my watch.
Excellent stuff. Is there anything particular you will do on your watch?
No, I think me and Cog have caught up on all the events of what happened in the jungle. He's back to normal now, so I don't think there's any diagnostic checks that need to be done. That's all sorted, I think. So I think we're just good. Bog standard watch.
Fantastic then. Your watch continues then with little to no concerns or extra concerns, and you begin to see that pinkish light begin to appear as the sun peaks over the horizon, showing a relatively clear day dawning. Fewer clouds in the sky. There's still that mist, I'm going to say, to the mountainside. Almost like a marine layer, I suppose you could describe it. But you do see that pink of the sun as it peeks over the horizon, and morning is upon us. What are we doing?
As I kind of wake everybody up for the morning, I'll be like, those howling voices seem to go over the horizon. Nothing happened. They just left. So pretty uneventful, actually.
Oh, good. They didn't quite sound like wolves, did they?
It was weird. No, it was wolf adjacent, I would say.
Yeah, that's the best I could think of it. Glad to see you didn't walk off like your brother.
think that
Chat.
might be too soon. That might be too soon.
Sorry, Lex. Sorry. No, I was just trying to make a joke. My bad. My bad.
Whoa, that cut me deep for a second there. It almost winded me.
Watching this exchange, so he's kind of a little perplexed, and he goes, "Does his brother have no legs?"
No, he literally...
It's actually worse. He used them to
literally
leave.
left. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Shouldn't laugh,
I'm sorry.
but-
Yeah, he was accompanying us, but we ended up way further away than we ever intended to be, and he knew I couldn't actually say goodbye, so he left under the cover of night to try and save me the trouble of the
You do
goodbye.
talk a lot.
You think he talks a lot?
Hang on, I'm the chatty one. We actually have a friend called Edgius who people tell him to shut up all the time, and if that's now become
Somewhere
me,
Edius is clutching his heart, going, I just got a stray.
yeah, he's like, if I must be taking up his mantle, or you're too non-conversational, or maybe you've been on the road so long, you forgot what conversation is. And I've realised I'm just fumbling in with my words and digging a hole, and I'm doing exactly what I will shut up.
You are just still talking. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
fingers on lips.
So he's just staring and goes, "Perhaps."
I quite like him.
Yeah.
Lex, bring up the map. Perhaps we need to get on the road again. I say road. It really is not a road, but you get the idea.
Does the where we need to go on the map, does it coincide with where the wolfy type people went?
No. They
Good.
went further up into the mountains. You now you can see your path ahead of you and where you need to go. It's going to start to wind and descend down somewhat, getting a little bit closer to the forest now.
Awesome.
No signpost for Morna Habhari 15 miles. You know, no. All right. Deer crossings, anything?
On
There's a
the
small little triangular
service station
sign
with a nice
with
big
little
button.
frog.
Yeah.
On the map, is there any points where we could think, right, if we aim for there, if we're not going to make it today, for like way
Oh, you'll make
stations
it
and rest
today.
points? Okay.
You very quickly realise you're going to make it today. You've only got sort of anywhere between 10 and 15 miles left.
Cool.
Let's go. We start heading off.
Very good. So I say the morning is relatively quiet as you're all sort of coming to, processing what happened during the night. Who's not rolled a d10 yet?
Me.
Dave.
Go on then, Dave.
Oh. Straight on the floor.
Oh, you did it, Danny.
Try another one. Fuck me. Will you stay in the... Okay, fine. A 1. It rolled out third time in a row.
Reroll. That's the third one we've had on this encounter table.
Tis
Or round
10.
table, I should say. 10. Very good. You're wandering so far, and you see this strange obsidian marker that you come across, with cryptic writing, which you very quickly cotton onto because it's written in thieves' cant.
Nice.
It indicates a cache nearby.
Oh, like a loadout.
Hang on, guys. This is written in thieves' cants. The language commonly used by the Serpent's Cloak. It's pointing towards a possible cache nearby.
Like a supply drop.
Maybe. My curiosity is getting the best of me. Lex, what do you think?
Do you think what about if it's full of people? Collecting supplies.
Okay, I can try and sneak up to it.
I mean, if it has helpful supplies, I mean, it can only help, right?
Okay. Joel puts a hood up and starts slinking in the direction that it's pointing, or the directions that
At the moment,
Go on, sorry.
I would like to cast Pass Without Trace.
Oh,
Nice.
fuck!
Come on.
Yes.
I think dual stealth is about to go so stealthy that they disappear into the fourth dimension. Because it's a +10. So make me a stealth check, please.
Okay. Stealth check with advantage. Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you just roll a natural 1 with advantage?
A natural
You're
1 and also a 4.
So I mean, it's
Fuck's sake.
14 off the bat.
Okay, so it is still 29, but that's, yeah, on a 4.
It's still 29.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been 19, but there we go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
One of the worst stealth rolls I think she's ever done.
I don't think you can
still,
call it
even
29.
as-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
With a 4 on the D20, we'll say
Yeah.
Jewel stumbles a little bit. And then to Lex and Suri, Jewel has just disappeared.
You get used to it.
Jewel, you follow this trail until you come to a cluster of rocks, which to the untrained eye just appears like some fallen rocks. But you can see the etched symbol of the serpent's cloak on top of one of these rocks, and you move it to the side, and you find in there a small little stash.
Nice. What's in the stash?
In the stash are what look like dried fungal rations.
Okay.
Magic mushrooms.
Yeah. Definitely having them on the next.
There's going to be a 70s porn mag in there, isn't there, as well?
10 arrowheads that look like they are made of some form of dark glass.
Nice. Of a similar
And there is a
to the obsidian.
And no, this so obsidian is like that pure black gemstone. This looks specifically like glass.
Okay.
For all
Nice.
wants and purposes, it is called black glass. But yes,
Cool.
you also find a blood-stained map segment as well. I can get those words out.
Cool. Does it look anything like the area of the map or any part of the map that we have previously been looking at? That Lex has been looking at.
Very much so. You find almost a similar map, but this time all of the markings are written in Thieves' Cant, and you now have 2 maps that point towards Morna Habhari.
Nice.
Come on.
Oh man. Oh god.
As I say, this one is bloodstained.
While Jewel is gone, Suri would just kind of look at Lex and go, have you ever considered getting her to teach you about being a little stealthier?
Well, her reaction time is so much quicker than mine that I try to take her lead with these things, but she just literally disappears before it even... But it's hard to be stealthy when you're wearing clippy-cloppy shoes and a big flowy coat.
Suri looks up and down his, like, massive plate armor and goes, yes, I suppose that must make it quite difficult.
Realizing I've just put my foot in my mouth and he's a walking tank. But yeah, I suppose there is more I could do to try and help myself and be a bit more stealthy. But usually, I don't usually need it that much. I'm usually in a bigger group and there's a lot more strength in numbers. Drew usually disappears to help us with advantage in a fight. You know, we don't usually hide that much, but yeah, I'm rabbling again, aren't I?
I mean, absolutely on both counts, yes. But I mean, each to their own, you play to their strengths. So, I suppose, what is it you are good at?
Burn.
I was going to say...
Do I want to show him what I'm good at? Do I want to
Set off a nuke on the side of a
Sounds a bit
mountain while you
ominous.
think.
I'm quite good at... I suppose I don't need to hide or be stealthy because I'm quite good at making statistically or fate work in my favor, should I say. I can manipulate the battlefield to my advantage, and a little bit of time.
Very useful skills.
Do you just like hit stuff really hard?
Mostly.
I noticed you did a bit of magic when you give me magical guidance and you just help Jewel there. What magical field are you in? I mean, like, I get mine as a gift.
Surrey kind of looks into the middle distance for a moment, clearly kind of trying to consider how he's going to answer that. When you have long enough to ponder these things without sleep or any other distraction, you learn to listen to the world. And it can teach you tricks. I have had long enough to learn some tricks.
I think I get what you mean. We met some people like that who use nature for magical means, and his name was Brahm. I don't know if you know him. Assuming all those people know each other. I'm sorry, that was insensitive. But yeah, there was a group of them. There was almost like a council of druids. You remember?
No.
Well, that settles that one then. Okay.
I imagine at this point, Jewel comes back.
Oh, thank God
Heads
you're
out of
back.
nowhere.
I was talking myself into a hole.
Making lovely small talk again, I see.
I was doing an edgiest. Yeah.
Okay, we really need to stop you doing that. I have a very similar map than you have, Lex. Although
Why has it got blood on it? And I'll start looking at you to see if you've got any wounds.
No, it already had blood on it. It was in the cache, along with these dried mushrooms, which hopefully will go lovely with some chicken whenever we can find it, and some arrowheads. Do they look too big to go into my hand crossbow?
They could be crafted in a way to be able to.
Or
fit.
could they be ninja
We
stars
need
and you
to
throw them?
obviously-
Well-
at the minute, you've only got the arrowhead, so you would
Oh,
need
just
to
got the
form
arrowheads.
the full
Fine,
arrows.
fine.
or
Yes, of course.
bolts, yeah.
Right, cool. Then they are just in my inventory. That was it. I'm curious. Does this mean that we're going to find a serpent's cloak in Morna Habhari? And is that good for us or bad for us?
Oh. It could go both ways, actually, because if it's the rejuvenated Abaya Serpent's Cloak, then that can only be good for us.
That's only
if
good
it's
for us.
the-
If it's bad
if it's
for
the
us,
old
yes.
mutiny version,
Yes.
then oh God.
But surely they would have known about the artifact we're looking for, and if they would have been under the influence, they would have found it already. So I kind of am optimistic, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Either way, if they don't know who you are, it could work to our advantage to say you are a I don't know, not an official member because you haven't accepted yet, have you?
No. And also, Abaya said that I would not be able to contact him. He would contact me. So we shall simply have to wait. But let's play on it regardless.
Suri, are you familiar with this Serpent's Cloak on your travels?
Am I?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea what either of you just said.
They're like a underground network of informants, thieves, mercenaries, potentially.
Underground in the not so
Then
literal
knows.
sense of Morna Habhari, more under...
Under the radar.
Yes,
Yeah.
whatever radar is.
They
I don't know
can
what the radar
be...
is.
Oh. That's yeah.
So
I've been to
so
the future, it hasn't
they
been
are-
invented yet.
they are like a secret network rather
Yes.
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 than more people or something. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a faction of them that would using it for their own purposes. Well, they all use it for their own purpose, but they were bad. But the actual leader of it good guy. He has connections to Nyland, actually, so you might get on if you ever did meet.
So there's two factions to this organization of thieves and criminals and spies.
There
But they're
was,
led
yeah.
by a good guy, stand-up bloke.
Well, he was captured because there was a mutiny and some evil guy took over, but now he's back, restoring it to its former glory.
Rather loose term, I think, for good guy. I think more about neutral is maybe a better term. Certainly has his own interest in mind, but was not outright evil.
Surrey
Makes
kind
more.
of just sort of glances around for a moment and goes, I hate to say it, but my parents were right. You short-lived races make no sense sometimes, but okay. Tell me when I need to worry and we'll kill people.
Right. Just brushing that casual racism aside, I think we'll get on with our day. Do we? Mr. I'm not very
Excellent
good with a
stuff.
bow and arrow. Okay, let's go.
As you all wander on a little bit further, there's a moment where Lex, you say this and sort of wobble your head, and then you see the place you've been looking for, what was described on your map as the place of petrified trees. And you do, excuse me, you do
Takes
see...
your breath away.
Before, it does take your breath away. In fact, it makes you choke, which is what I just did. What you see before you is this narrow crevice hidden behind
Choke
a
point.
deadfall of petrified trees. Are you entering?
Are we entering the crevice?
Yes. Are you going in the narrow crevice? Yes.
I'm going to put a finger in first, see what it's like.
Just don't do that.
You feel...
We should go there.
You feel cool air.
It's not as moist as I was expecting.
What you also notice is there are some bioluminescent fungi, sort of just tiny little bioluminescent fungi appearing on the walls.
That'll trigger, because in my vision, the amulet was surrounded by glowing mushrooms in the vision. So this confirms to me that this is the right place.
But we also know that this is definitely not the main entrance. This is definitely a sneaky, entrance of
A
unknown.
backdoor crevice.
It's definitely the back door.
Let's
say
smash
then,
it in then.
As you smash through the crevice and just stretch it that little bit,
Can we gape it
It
so we can
opens-
enter it all at once?
it opens out into a wider courtyard of sorts. You absolute fucking heathens. And before you, partially sunken into this, I don't want to say cliff face because it's not a cliff, but this mountainside, if you like, just a face of stone, is a massive vertical slab of black stone and bone white marble. Etched within it are these spider silk fine glyphs that almost seem to shift slightly from different angles. And with that, we are going to take a short break.
Oh, I want to see what this is. Brilliant.
There we go. Top first half, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Nailed it.
Welcome, Steve.
Indeed. Welcome, Steve.
I'm still upright and can make words.
Not trying
Which
Yeah,
harder.
haven't
yeah.
said make words.
Must try harder.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Right, we'll be back in a few minutes, folks.
Yo, yo.
Hello.
Oh.
Welcome back. So, thank you for everybody that's been watching that first half. Hope you enjoyed the chaos and the frivolity and everything else that went along with it, and hopefully some of the D&D mechanics that we decided to throw in there every now and again. That being said, the party have now approached what is supposedly the gate to Morna Habhari. So, again, remind me of the languages you all speak. Dave, I'll start with you.
Elvish, Common, Halfling, and Thieves' Cant.
Danny?
I am Abyssal, Celestial, Modern, Primordial, UNT.
Okay. And Siri?
Common, Common Sign Language, Druidic, and Elvish.
Nice.
Jewel and Surrey, then. The spider silk-like glyph work you begin to see is the Elvish language itself, or at least a dialect of the Elvish language, which you're able to roughly translate. This is more your Portuguese to English type scenario. You are able to roughly translate it to some form of riddle, because why not stick a door in a mountain and have a riddle attached to it?
Joel immediately just shouts out, "Friend!" No.
Fucking doors.
The riddle reads,
Here we go.
"That which hides truth sets us free. That which reflects truth binds us. That which ends truth silences the world. Choose wide. Fucking hell, I'll do that bit again, shall I? Choose wisely."
Can you just
Or
scrub
be
that
judged
that
by
spider
shadow.
cobweb off that?
So yeah, to repeat that. That which hides truth sets us free. That which reflects truth binds us. That which ends truth silences the world. Choose wisely or be judged by shadow. What you now
Fucking hell.
notice is before the gate stands this black stone dais with 3 carved statues. Blindfolded figures, each holding a different object. One holds a blade, one holds a mirror, and one wears a veil.
So the veil hides truth, the mirror reflects it, and the sword ends it.
What sets you free? Oh no,
Yeah.
the hides truth sets free. Sorry, hides veil.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that one sets you free, and the reflected one binds
Binds
us.
us. And I don't know what the last one does.
And then the last one silences the world, which sounds terrible. But if there is no world, we don't have to save it, so there's that.
Sorry, you shoot a sort of side eye at Lex, and he's like, "A little silence doesn't hurt."
Oh no, I have become edges. Oh no.
It's like we have to have a talker in the party.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because I'm edgiest in real life. So
I will allow you to make me, as part of this, an Arcana, an Insight, or a Religion check, or a History check. Sorry. So Arcana, Insight, Religion, or History. I would like you to tell me which one you are rolling. And
I'm going to go insight. I will
Okay.
say that I've also, we have actually said out loud what it actually says to Lex. And that is phenomenal. But Danny looks happier, so go on, Danny.
well, I just rolled a 19 and I got 25 on insight.
Fucking hell, nice.
25 on Insight.
I also got 25 on insight.
Okay. Siri.
I didn't. I
You
got
didn't?
12 on insight.
You got to 12. So you all rolled Insight. Very good. So, Lex and Jewel then. Upon sort of using your intuitive senses to try and perceive into the nature of this riddle and the wording, you kind of get the impression that the riddle suggests subtlety over force.
I don't think we should be heavy-handed here.
No, the trouble is, I don't want to look into the mirror and get bound. So
Does it mean it binds us as in friendship, and it will open because we're then... Or do you think bound as in a bad way?
I took it in a bad way, but I love your representation. But the set us free? Ah, is that clever? Is that you think that's what you want, but actually to set us free is going to mean that it says you can't come in, therefore you must seek your freedom elsewhere?
Yeah, and the bit where it's like hiding the truth sets you free. That just feels like a bad way to go about setting yourself free. Whereas if you look at your true self, that feels like the most honest way to go with the mirror.
Okay. Possible.
But I am prone to overthink these things.
We are indeed. Siri, what words of wisdom do you think of? Do you have of this? Is this some sort of weird fairy tale story that elves talk about? I know this is Drow, but have you ever heard of anything like this?
DM. Have I?
Make me a history check, please.
13.
13. It doesn't ring any bells of either elven or, from what little you know of the Drow, stories or anything like that.
Are all the statues Drow, by the way, or depictions of said?
They are all. I believe I said this, didn't I?
You may have done.
And now double question was blindfolded figures. So yes, sorry, they are blindfolded, not completely veiled. Apart from one which is completely veiled, the blindfolded figures do appear either elven or drow in nature. They're made of dark stone. It's difficult to tell.
But more likely that than human or dwarf or anything else. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Can I inspect? Sorry, Siri. Yes, because I asked the question. Go on.
Well, I mean, to answer your question directly, I have absolutely no idea. But thinking about it, there's silence the whole world. It seems a little unlikely that there is a stone here that would literally silence the entirety of the world. So does this mean something more about our means of entry?
I think you're absolutely right. I think of what Lek was saying. So one of these will set us free, whatever that means. One of us will bind us, and the other silences the world. If we get it wrong, we fall into shadow, maybe?
Yes, fallen into shadow.
So, as you say, it is trying to work out which one we prefer. Do you mind, either of you, if I go and inspect this mirror? I'm not going to look straight into it yet. I'm going to see if it is more of a...
I'm drawn to the mirror as the answer, as that's where I'm leaning.
So I'd like to switch on my Eye of Clarity now.
Yay!
My effect. Which should hopefully give me advantage on investigation. Now this is going to be for illusions, hidden messages, or disguised creatures. I'm hoping here more for the illusion and hidden message. Maybe even, is there any wording around the mirror? Maybe.
Okay.
So I should do an. Fuck my life. Awful roll. Comes out as a 17.
17. Reliable talent. That's what happens.
Oh, sorry. Reliable talent. 22. Thank you. Hey, thank you for that. Reminded me. Fucking yes, reliable talent.
I was sitting there through the whole first half and he's going to pick up on this eventually. Surely he can't roll the 4. It doesn't exist in.
I actually can't. You're absolutely right. But yeah, there we go. So no, 22. Thank you for that. Fucking, I need to just plaster on my sheet. Reliable talent.
yeah, just big bit at the top.
Mm-hmm.
As you make investigation checks around this, there's very little other than the stone of these statues. They are perfectly carved, intricately carved, the finest detail. No illusions, nothing really of note, no extra wording either, no hidden messages, other than the riddle that's etched on the door.
The other thing that comes to mind is the threat I believe. Falling into shadow.
Yes.
Where we intend to go would be a fairly shadowy place, would it not?
It would. So that is an interesting one. The other thing is, I suppose it also says that which reflects truth binds us. Now, what would reflect the truth? We're assuming it's a mirror, but maybe it is. Again, maybe because a mirror simply has to show the reality itself.
Because this is where I start to overthink it, because the thing we're looking for is hidden.
Okay, okay, that is. But what if? So all I'm trying to think is thinking outside of the box. If we hide the truth, that would be a lie. A lie sets us free. Do you see where I'm coming from here?
Yeah.
Would certainly make sense.
Is the veil on the statue carved from stone, or is it like a physical cloth veil we could lift up?
Would you like to go and check?
Yeah, without touching it though. For a start.
Okay. So you two join Jewel on this dais then, and as you look at the veil, you roll,
With a
I'm
5.
assuming you're making a check. 5. What type of check were you making then? Because I didn't ask for it.
Investigation.
Investigation. Looks like stone.
I was thinking I could lift the veil and reveal the truth, but it's made of stone, so. Maybe
Joel
not.
will look into the mirror. Is it actually a mirror, or is it a stone representation?
As you look at the mirror, you notice that this statue is stone, but this stone in the mirror has been polished so much that you see yourself staring back.
I first of all make sure I don't have like red eyes or a sneering smile.
Looks like you.
I'll touch
May
the
I see
surface.
Sorry, what was that, Siri?
Before you do anything, may I see that?
As I'm about to touch it, and I pull away and then go and see, can I lift the mirror out of the statue? So to not touch the surface, but the edge, and I can't?
It is all carved in such a way that this is like one solid piece of stone. Each statue is one solid piece of stone.
I will therefore go, please, Siri, you'll have to come and see it. I can't take it off.
Thank you. I kind of move in a little closer and get quite close to the mirror and peer very intently at it. Can I cast Detect Magic, please?
Nice.
Absolutely can cast Detect Magic. Now, this gives me the opportunity, and we've not done this in fucking ages, is to bring up 5e Magic Shop, which, if people haven't used, gives you nice little auras for when people do detect magic. So, Steve, I'm going to send you a link, and this will inform you what type of magic you see as you cast Detect Magic. So, you cast Detect Magic, and across this whole dais you get a number of different auras as you look around. The first one that sort of ripples across looks like this viscous, oily residue. Very much seems to almost center itself around the statue holding the blade.
Mm-hmm.
You then see what looks like this golden sheen type magic, which again ripples across the dais, but seems to center itself around the statue with the veil. And then a third aura is like this greenish, verdant tryst that washes over and centers itself around the mirror statue. And they all seem to sort
So
of
sorry, what was the
ebb and
middle
flow
colour?
like waves. So you had black, oily, viscous type stuff. You had a golden sheen, and then the final one was this verdant tryst of verdant hues, if you like.
Okay, let me just check the link. Oh my god, hot singles in my area. It's excellent, thanks, mate.
I mean, I wouldn't waste your time, mate. You've got to verify any of these days.
You've always got to verify the age of local singles, Matt. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, SpongeBob is on it. So,
Yes.
would just step back and gesture to the one that the lustrous golden hue. Well, actually, on which one was the lustrous golden hue around?
That's a very good point.
It was the one with the mirror. Sorry. What am I? No, the lustrous golden sheen was on the veil. The mirror was the green. The blade was the black.
Ah, yeah.
I confused my own order there.
Okay. I would suggest this one and gesture to the veil.
That which hides the truth will set us free.
I would urge very strongly against the sword.
I think we thankfully all came to that conclusion, but it was between the other two we were struggling with.
Well, all I am telling you is that of the two types of magic, one of them, I would say, is more likely to just gestures at the wall, do something about that, and the other is more likely and gestures towards us to do something about this. If something the magic that I get from that seems to suggest that bind is more literal.
Ah,
Right. So
you were right, Jewel.
may I try something? I am thinking of touching the veil. Maybe saying something. Anyone want to dissuade me from doing that? You know, force me away, stop me from doing it. Are you?
Nope.
You should have gone earlier.
You actually going to let me do it?
I think we all agree. Yeah.
Don't try to stop me, Smee. Don't try to stop me,
Wait,
Smee.
yes,
Why aren't you stopping me,
why aren't you stopping me, Smee? Stop me, Smee.
Smee.
That's exactly what was going through my head.
Oh, I used to love
If you're
I used to watch it all the time.
Loved it.
If you're concerned, I'm happy to test my theory.
Well, no, okay, please. You try it. Yes.
Consider it a trust exercise. I would kind of root around in pockets looking for like some kind of loose piece of cloth or rag to put over the veil.
Okay. So you find a bit of cloth and you're just going to lay this veil over the head of the statue. Are you actively avoiding touching the statue, or are you just going to go for it, or what's the problem?
I mean, I'm a fairly sausage-handed guy in heavy armour, so I don't think I'd be being that careful.
You're going to end up fingering the statue at some point.
You do. Your fingers brush along this stone veil as you place your own veil over the top of this statue, and there is a distinct, breathy whisper of arcane power that just seems to wash out across this dais. You all feel the hairs on the back of your necks stand up. Almost like that feeling of a cold shiver go down your spine.
Jules' tail poofs up.
And then the subtle grating of stone as before you, this black stone and white marble door just opens up before you, leading down or revealing the entrance to a new path that descends beneath the mountains and beneath the earth itself. And the glyphs change above the door. Welcome to Morna Habhari in Elvish.
Siri, well done. I was honestly going for Zamira. You have, I think you got us in.
Well, seems like a welcoming place, so we shouldn't have too many troubles from here on. Guessing that's it. And just starts walking towards the door.
Fantastic.
And
As you
Joel
pass through
turns
the
to
door
Lex
then-
and just like, oh, the naivety. He does not realise what he's getting into. Bless him.
That was easier than they usually are, to be fair.
Yes. It makes me uneasy. Well, let's see what happens.
Very good. As you enter into this new pathway then, all three of you pass beyond the threshold. Hey! Hello, Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders.
Yo, yo.
Thank you for joining us. You join us literally the moment as our party here takes their first steps into the Underdark. As this door of black stone and white marble closes behind you, it does not become true darkness down here. Luminous moss and glowing mushrooms cling to sheer walls in this cavern that then begins to open up. As one of you mutters, even just mutters a word, the echo seems to travel far. But as it returns, sounds off. It sounds wrong. You follow this winding pathway, and every now and again, either side, looming from the walls, these ancient statues depicting even drow or shadow elf creatures. Cracked and missing faces loom out. And as you look over and out towards this great expanse, you see what look like bridges of stone and maybe webbing spanning these impossible chasms. We're going to go through a little bit of a skill check series now as we wander through these passageways. So the first one I need is survival checks, please.
Oh, this has not been going well.
Come on.
We can do this. Oh, yes!
There it is.
22.
And I wasn't
face
far
off,
off because I got a 19 again, so that's 25.
Nice.
Sorry.
Well, I'm solidly holding the torch for mediocrity here with a 14.
I mean, the DC was
Really wish
14,
I
so
hadn't
all of
used
you begin...
the phrase holding a torch, but, you know.
All of you begin to wander down these paths, and there's a bit where it splits off, and all three of you sort of look across two of those paths and see this subtle bluish, greenish mist almost that seems to hover close to the ground. And there's a number of, or increased fungal growths down here. All of you sort of come to the realization that that feels like that might be a little bit of a toxic route to go down, quite literally. So you head down the clean route, so to speak. And at this point, I need acrobatics checks, please, as this path winds up slightly onto these ledges.
What did I do to you?
Holy shit.
You did say acrobatics, right?
Yeah.
I did say acrobatics.
Fuck's sake. Okay. 7.
Oh.
7.
Managed to scrape a 16.
Okay.
A measly 34.
Can I have some of that for mine?
Well, absolutely, because we're going by the law of averages here. So, between the three
rolling a
of
19,
you
thank God.
helping each other, these cracked ledges sort of begin to sort of crumble away underneath your feet in places, and you each begin to pull each other. And sort of Lex, there's a moment where you do sort of almost drop. There's Jules' hands there to sort of grab you, and then Suri with the strength pull you back up onto the next ledge, and you continue to move along. And as these rocks fall, I need you all to make me perception checks, please.
Perception checks.
Perception.
We seem to be making a thing of this, Lex, as I pull him back up. That's
19.
Yeah, my luck's run out. So 16.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice. 20 with extra steps, as I previously said. All of you then sort of pull each other back to lean against the ledge as some sort of patrol passes on a different path underneath you. I would now like you all to make me stealth checks, please.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
I have a plus 10 because I've passed without a trace still.
Oh, is that still going?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's handy because
I
I
have a
rolled a 5.
disadvantage.
So you got a 15 then, Danny.
No, a 5.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Oh, yes, 15. I didn't realise it counted
That's
for all of
without
us,
trace,
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
With disadvantage, I managed 20.
Nice.
Oof.
It's going to be great until I have to hit something.
Yeah.
And I got a 38.
30. Fucking stupid.
That is ridiculous.
Again.
It's
Helping
really
each
hard to
other
like some
along.
people.
So you just creep now. You do the whole sort of sideways shuffle along this narrow ledge, avoiding whatever is patrolling underneath you, and then exit out onto a new set of pathways. This pathway is littered with these strange, almost like giant pockmarks in the floor, these mini craters of sorts. I would like you all to, at this point, either make me acrobatics or athletics checks to try and traverse this next bit of difficult terrain.
19.
22.
28.
Come on. Come on.
Between the three of you, gently stepping from area of stone to area of stone, you instinctively avoid any of these small, like, craters of sorts. As you get to the other side, there's a moment where one of you sort of kicks a stone backwards, and it skitters across this pockmarked landscape and lands in one of those craters. As it lands in one of those craters, you watch as the stone just... and these gigantic scarab beetle-like jaws, I say gigantic, for a scarab beetle, they're massive, come out and just grab the stone and then sink back into the ground. You're all safe. And you're all on the other side.
The crap was that?
I'd realised I've been holding my breath this whole time, and I'm like, oh, God. That was terrifying.
Well, those look like fun.
No, they don't.
I can't...
Are there going to be more of them?
I feel like this is just the beginning of a nightmare. It's only going to get worse.
Agreed.
I mean, how far are we in? Like a few hundred meters?
Oh no, you're a bit further than that at this point. The number of skill challenges to get a fair distance, you sort of...
Okay.
But you are approaching another ledge now at this point.
We'll crawl up so that to not make a silhouette and look over the ledge.
Make me a stealth check. Please.
Gladly. And yes, reliable talent kicks in. Thank you very much. 25. 35. Because of, yeah.
Pass without a trace.
The minimum I can currently roll with pass without a trace is 35 in stealth.
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
So
shit.
Jewel quite literally panther crawls up. And the head, with those lamp-like eyes, peeps over this ledge. As you look over now a vast cavern. The vast cavern of Morna Habhari. A sweeping view greets you. Obsidian spires, faint glowing lights, these hanging bridges of stone and silk, and dark banners that seem to sway in an unnatural wind spreads out before you. The air here is charged. Not evil, but ancient. The city itself pulses almost slowly, like a living heart.
George just can't help but not just admire the fact that this is something she's never seen before, and it's quite majestic in its own way. We'll creep back to the group and go, well, we found the city. I think it's time we make Suri look like a drow, if we're still up for that idea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's as good a plan as any, right? You still up for it, Suri? I'm assuming you can, act the part.
Yes, although now I think about it, I have made some assumptions about the language they speak, but yeah, we can cover that.
Well, you seem confident, so let's go for it.
I am very confident.
Is it worth you taking both of us as prisoner? Or is it better if I try and follow you guys from the shadows? Or are the shadows going to betray me in a place like this?
I don't know. My concern would be getting separated.
I will find you. I will never lose sight of you.
I suppose
You'll certainly hear me.
if you're in the shadows trying to follow us, you've got to watch us and have your head on a 360 swivel. Whereas if you're...
When do I not have my head on a swivel? Lex?
Yeah. But I'm just thinking, if you're an actual...
You picked your nose
character...
12 times this morning.
That seems
That's
like
true.
an unnecessary detail to bring up. But I don't talk about you licking your own asshole.
Well, it's 'cause
Sounds
you
like
don't
you're the
see
only
me do it
person
very
who
often.
Yeah, so I was thinking if you're with us as a prisoner, you have less to worry about because all you got people will see you and you can just concentrate on the surroundings without trying to be hidden. It might just be less of a mental load.
That is fair.
Sorry,
And if
rather appropriately, an absolutely enormous spider has just decided to descend from my ceiling. So, one moment.
And almost like poetry in motion from the ceiling of this cavern.
roll initiative on that spider.
Did you just touch a spider with your bare hands?
Hmm?
Did you just touch a spider with your
No.
bare hands?
No, I used my human hands.
Right, because that was the single biggest act of bravery I've ever seen in any D&D campaign.
Come on, there's got to be an inspiration in there, surely.
Danny's going to give you inspiration.
Yeah,
And
I was going to say, if Danny's got an inspiration to give.
I haven't actually. No. I've used it, but
Just
I would have had to have gone and got a Hoover to just go.
I mean, I will also give a shout out to chat here in the Twitch chat. If you wish to use your capabilities of your Wrathstrike Nugget, you can also give inspiration should you see fit. Anyway, carry on.
For that insane work there by Steve. Yes, do you know what? Yes, I can always disappear, and I suppose that is when we know that we are in trouble if I have to.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then let's do that.
Lex, do you have, I mean, a number of abilities that I'm not sure I fully understand, and before you start explaining them, I'm not that interested in, but are you able to move yourself over distances via magic?
I can take myself to different planes of existence, but that's not what you mean, is it?
I was thinking something a little less extreme. Like more
No.
go down
can't
the road to the
teleport.
shop rather than travel the world. Oh.
No, I can't teleport or anything like that. But Jewel can and
I
then
can
somewhere
for
else.
short distances.
Yeah.
I can indeed do that.
Well,
Only myself. I cannot take
I'm-
anyone with me.
then I'm sure this will be fine.
Joel reads the complete opposite emotion in his face. Speaking of which, are you okay for me to try and make you look like a drow?
So the face paint, yes.
Okay. She gets out her disguise kit of these weird and wonderful different bits and bobs that she's picked up over time, and will start making him look like a drow as best as possible.
Excellent. There is now skill checks associated with these as per 2024 rules. So I need to go and remind myself about which skill check that exactly is. I believe it is a craft DC 10.
It's weird. It doesn't actually
Right,
say.
I need you to make me a charisma check, please.
Charisma
and
check.
if you have proficiency in
In a disguise kit?
yeah,
Well,
if you
it's
have,
in my... it's in
Sorry,
it.
and just to be clear, because this is probably quite crucial to the success of one of this, who's making the charisma check?
so it would be Jewel to apply the makeup.
Yes.
I can,
now, if you have proficiency with that tool, you can add your proficiency bonus to it. Now, it needs to be in your proficiencies, not just in your equipment.
Not just in your equipment.
So do you have a proficiency bonus on the left-hand side where it says whether you're proficient with certain type of weapons or tools? So you'll have thieves' tools in there for definite.
Yes, I've got in there it's got tools on that proficiencies and training, and it's got disguise kit, forgery kit, and thieves' tools.
Excellent. So you may make me a charisma check with your proficiency bonus, please.
And I will touch him
if
and be
you
like,
have
"You've
proficiency
got
in the
this
skill
tool."
that's used with the check. So it's a charisma-based ability. Make me a deception check then, please. If you've got proficiency in that, you can also have advantage.
Can I cast
And I'll
guidance, please?
I was just about to cast guidance, but you beat me to it.
Nice, I'll have guidance. Lovely.
So awkwardly,
Yes.
Lex puts his hand on your shoulder, and then I put my hand on Lex's hand.
Is this the moment?
I mean, it's moral support, I suppose.
Thanks.
Kind of stole the moment from me there,
Like
man.
a really weird edition, or really weird scene out of Ghost, where it's not just
Now-
Patrick Swayze, but
I'm-
it's, I don't know, Dolph Lundgren that comes around and puts his hands on.
I'm just going to check, because reliable talent says somewhere. Where
Aye.
the hell is it? Where is it? Can anyone find reliable? Where is reliable? Oh, right, okay. You make an ability
Reliable
check
talent.
that uses one of your skill or proficiency or tool proficiencies, and I can't roll lower than a 10. So that will be a 10 because I rolled a 7.
And in fact, that's a very good point. Because
Yes.
actually, reliable talent only applies to, if I remember, we read this last time.
To
Danny, when it
ones
was just to an
that
eye.
I'm proficient in.
Exactly. So we need to be careful of that one.
Yes, because so if it was a deception one, I wouldn't be reliant in it, but it is a tool proficiency, so I'm going to take that instead, if that's all right.
Oh, so you've been using it for every role, but it's actually only
No,
for
no, I haven't.
ones
I have
that-
Only the ones you're proficient.
I've only been using it the one where I've got the blue circle next to. So I have,
Yeah.
Excellent.
rolling a survival. That's been, I don't have proficiency on that one, so I have rolled like 9s and stuff like that. So that will be 10 plus my proficiency bonus, so it's 18. I think that's it. 18 plus the guidance is 22. Because I
There you
rolled a
go.
4 on the D4.
Nice. So the 22, Suri becomes a very convincing looking drow. You even manage to find some strange sort of fungus in the area and manage to dust white powder over the hair and beard, so it takes on that
sure.
traditional
Yeah.
white hair
Nice.
of the drow. Now again, Lex and Jewel, you know that Mara, who is a shadow elf drow, is an exception to the rule because she has dark hair and doesn't have red eyes. That is the only bit of Suri that you are unable to do without, like, magically transforming the eyes, because I don't think anybody's got red contacts in this day and age. But the rest of Suri appears at least drow-like, or half-drow.
Maybe the explanation of the fact that he's been gone so long is going to be why his eyes have changed colour.
Well, there we go.
adjusting
Or
to
it
the
could
light
be that they are
surface.
indeed
Yes.
somewhat like Mara and have some mixed heritage in there somewhere.
Well, I'd kind of, stand back and turn to Lex and go, well, what do you think?
I think that's very convincing. I think this might actually work.
Siri, it's kind of like a waterproof, like makeup style. So it will do well with most, but we get into scrapes, we get into fights, and we last more than maybe the day, and we'll have to start reapplying.
Waterproof is better news than you might think. Okay.
Water resistant would
That's
be a
fine.
better way of saying it.
I'm unsure how I may sound like a drow, but I'm from far away.
And also, first time that we hear one speak down there, they're likely going to accost us. You can therefore hopefully try and match them. That bit I can't help you with.
I think maybe we would be better off just playing on the fact that I have been away for some time.
Yeah, that's a good call. So how do we pretend to be prisoners? Do we just pretend to be shackled behind our back? And you lead us?
I think if we have some, at least pretense of shackles, I'm going to ask that you actually shackle yourselves, because if there's a fight, I'd quite like you to be of some use.
Yeah.
But if we have some loose rope or something that can be,
I have some rope. Yes.
And Jewel, I'm assuming you could tie it in a slip knot where we could just, if we needed to, get out of it.
I'm more than happy to roll for that to find out how badly that goes.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
100% doing that. Reliable talent really to the rescue here today. That is a 20. Dirty, very dirty.
So you managed to tie, probably using the rope that you've got. I think you just said you're using the rope, weren't you? Yeah. Knob. So yeah, you managed to tie that around Lex's hands in such a way that if Lex twists his hands, yes, very much going to be able to come out of that. And then you manage to you bind your own in front, because doing that behind is, in fact, no, you roll a 20. Fuck it, you do manage to do that behind your back somehow, probably aiding with your tail in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, managed to.
In fact, that's probably the thing, that if my tail's stuck in it, as I pull my tail out, it looses enough that I can then get my arms out. There you go.
Excellent stuff. Fantastic.
Sorry, looks at Joel and she goes, I'm not going to ask how or why you learned how to do that, but I think we're good.
A girl has got to have her fun.
Yeah, we don't kink shame in this friend group. Sorry.
Just winks and then starts walking.
And while we're talking about kink shaping, we do also notice, Suri, at this point, there is a silver ring on the end of Jules' tail, sort of slid on.
With her safe word written on it.
Harder. It's a really
Very
bad
good.
safe word.
Just to restrict the blood flow a little bit.
Not too much.
Just enough. Very good then. You now, I'm assuming you're going to head down towards sort of where this pathway leads now down into that cavern towards Morna Habhari itself and the city.
Yeah.
Yep,
Now we're in our disguise as a group. Probably not trying to stealth as much.
Okay. So you wander along.
Yeah, no, I would say Surrey would almost make a point of, and it would be noticeably deliberate, not to cause anyone particular discomfort, but kind of like pulling at the rope and moving with more noise and purpose and trying to affect a sense of arrogance. Trying to.
Very good. There's a moment then where you are quite brazenly just sort of making your way down this winding path. You turn a corner and there's this strange side tunnel of sorts. And Suri, as you pass it and you almost get to alongside the entrance, you hear a familiar voice. Someone you thought was dead.
Sorry. Help. Help me.
Coming from down that side tunnel.
Where would I recognise this voice from?
Well, you thought they were dead because you kind of left them
I need to
somewhere.
narrow it down a little more. Oh.
Oh, where's that gone? Please hold the caller.
You think kills it like what's their name?
Yeah, indeed. I just needed to pull up the specific note. Yes. The last thing you remember seeing of them was their arm.
Oh shit. Can I roll an insight check? Because that's a very confusing voice to hear down here.
Absolutely. Make me an insight check.
Oh. I'm going to use ship on that. I have a 19.
19. You sort of know in your heart of hearts that it can't be, can it? It can't be this individual. But then why would they use that voice? Why would they call your name? Something is amiss here.
Wait here for a moment and be aware. And I'll let the rope slack.
Don't go.
Jules looking around like, is there anyone else here to look at? Like, here's just leaving us to. Is that going to look sus? Is there someone watching?
Make me a perception check.
Yeah, 100%. Happy days. Perception 29.
29. You don't see any movement nearby. You don't hear any movement nearby. The city itself is still a reasonable distance away.
Did we hear that? Did we hear what Suri heard?
Hear what?
We didn't hear it. The call out. No.
Siri, what are you doing?
Can't just leave him.
Leave who? Leave who? We didn't hear anything. What are you going for?
Somebody I knew. What? A moment, please, and just drop the rope and move as quickly and quietly as I can.
Very good.
Fuck is he doing, Lex?
I don't know.
So
He's
he
gonna-
sort of... Go on.
I was just going to say, he's going to blow our cover. There's somebody who recognizes him.
Sir.
That increases the chances of us being found out.
Suri now sort of goes into this half crouch, and as much as the plate armor will allow, crawls and creeps over to this side tunnel. And Suri, as you approach the entrance and take a step in, you look down and have what only can be described as an oh shit moment. You see the glyphs before they light up. And then in a flash of light, Suri is gone. No body, no scream. The only thing left, a burned edge of the map that you had as you descended into this place, now pulsing with this faint energy, left in the dust.
What's plan B?
Panic. Sheer bloody panic.
I'll just run down the bridge going,
As Lex, you turn, sort of raise your hands. At this point, you now notice this. What you thought was an obsidian obelisk of sorts. You look up and you see it is a watch post carved from obsidian standing just ahead of you. It looks abandoned. But then you notice a flicker of light in the window. And then darkness again. And with that, my friends, we are going to close episode 93.
But
of
what
Underdark Magic
happened?
Campaign 2. So yes, thank you so much, Steve. That was an absolute
Steve,
fucking
thank you
pleasure,
so
my
much.
friend.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
No, it was lovely to have Suri along. And so, yeah, Steve will be joining us for Malt Magic Unrolled in just a second, which we will record, and then it will go out on Patreon. So for anybody that's not subscribed to Patreon, don't miss out on that, because you'll get to find all the juicy data, or some of the juicy details, I should say, that we had behind the scenes. We've got a week's gap now between sort of this episode in Campaign 2 and another. Next week we conclude, finally, I hear everybody say, and after a long wait, we will finally conclude Orbital Blues Arc 2 to find out what the fate of the remaining members of the Plunderers is, and then we return to close August with 2 episodes of Campaign 2. And then as we go into September, it's an exciting month for Morna Magic because it is our 5-year streaming anniversary, would you believe or not. And we celebrate with our next episode of Daggerheart after a short break. And then after that, we're going to do a little bit of a recap before we then roll back into Campaign 2 as well. So lots to look forward to, folks. There will, of course, be giveaways galore for 5 years. I'm toying with the idea of, as we are playing Daggerheart, giving away a copy of Daggerheart.
Oh,
So why not?
Very nice.
So yes, we will work on the finer details of that. But yeah, any final notes from the rest of the cast? Dave?
What the fuck happened to Suri?
Yeah, tell us now, immediately.
I don't know whether you know this, but us seasoned professionals know that you always split the party.
We always split the party.
Yes.
We've already split it once, and now we've done it again. Hello, Raiders. Welcome.
Welcome.
As soon as,
I mean, I love the raid. Unfortunately, your timing is not quite on point. We are just closing the episode. But thank you so much for the raid. Thank you very much for the love. Look, this is going on VOD now on Twitch, so if you've missed it, you can obviously go back to the beginning and catch it. But thank you so much for the love and support. Much cheese to be stolen. Go and steal that cheese. Yeah, Danny, any final words other than what the fuck happened to Siri?
As always, nailed it.
Nailed it.
Oh,
Finally,
brilliant.
Steve, anything from yourself to close the episode out?
No, other than thank you very much for having me. It's been
Oh, thank you
absolutely
for
great.
coming on, Steve. It's been amazing.
We have loved every single second, my friend. So yes,
Look forward
again,
to
thank you
seeing
to
how it
both of the
unfolds.
raids we've had tonight. Unbelievable, love it. All the cheese puns. Let's get them out now. So yes, don't as I say, go and catch Mortal Magic Unrolled on Patreon. But look, this has been episode 93 of Campaign 2. What a doozy! Very much enjoyed that. Deep into the Underdark we go. Listen, everybody, stay safe. We very much love you all, and we will see you next time.